What's up, guys? Brian back to talk about some Walking Dead Season 7 discussion. Will Abraham die or just get wounded? Spoilers ahead if you don't want to know what people are saying about Season 7 and this and comic book stuff, so spoilers ahead if you don't want to know. But basically, the topic is Abraham. Let's talk about the Lucille victim a little bit here. So the word around town and on spoiler groups and everything is that Glenn is the victim and Abraham interferes. And I'm starting to believe that theory. I think that's what it is. I don't believe that it's Michonne or this or that, but I feel like Glenn is the victim. I always thought it was Glenn from the very beginning. But to seem to think that Abraham interferes could possibly be a twist, because in the comic book we all know that it's Glenn. But so Glenn is the victim, Abraham interferes. Now the big thing is that does Abraham die or is he wounded and he's hiding at the hilltop? Because we haven't seen Abraham filming, since episode 1 in the spoilers and what people are saying. So we don't know if he's wounded or not. And who's going to say these great one-liners? Is he going to say a one-liner if he dies or gets wounded or stabbed or whatever? So I really like Abraham. I want him to live. But basically today is July 9th. Kathleen Stewart, whatever, in one of our groups took this picture. Walker Stalker Convention today, July 9th. And basically, Michael Cutlass has some red hair, and the dye job looks pretty good. It looks better than the past pictures that were there, too, and that's what people were saying, that he needs a dye job on it. So, you be the judge. Does his hair look pretty much on point with that? He still has the facial hair like that, too. He didn't shave that off. He didn't do any of those things where you'd be like, oh, man, Abraham's totally dead. He doesn't have his facial hair. He doesn't have close to red hair. Did he drastically change his appearance? Not really. I think that looks pretty good. I think it looks better today, July 9th. So if we could really just get him filming, see him in Atlanta, Georgia, or Sonoya, we'd be like, man, Abraham's back. He was just wounded. And that's what I'm hoping. I love Abraham. I want Abraham to be like Michael Cutlass. I got to meet him a couple times, and he's pretty awesome. And I would love to see Abraham in March to War and then All Out War. So I don't know, but we'll see. The same couple here met Eugene. You see that mullet in full glory with his hat on there too. Josh McDermott is pretty hilarious. If you ever have a chance to meet him at a Walker Stalker, he's pretty hilarious. He's not like the, Eugene character. He's kind of funny actually. So let's talk about some comics a little bit here too. I actually just read this the other day in my compendium by The Walking Dead Volume 3. It's pretty awesome. You see, it's pretty spot on there too, and Volume 3 actually picks up right where Abraham dies, so it's kind of a great start to it on there. So I definitely recommend picking it up. Your Compendium 3, The Walking Dead Volume 3, it's pretty awesome. And I was reading it, trying to pass the time on here too, because October can't come soon enough. But Abraham dies so suddenly, and it's a shame what happens, that he didn't die on the show, and for him to only live to the lineup is going to suck. So I really hope it's not going to happen here too. Going forward with the ammunition and going things there too, it's just going to suck there. When I saw the preview for this last year or earlier this year, it was, man, I thought Abraham was going to die. I thought if they were going to do the comics, because they do replicate the comics pretty good, especially right here with Dwight getting his thing bit off there by Eugene. But I don't know. I really just hope that he gets wounded. They take him to the hilltop, and he's going to be alive, but somehow dead on there too. So we need Abe in All Out War, that's for sure. For those who don't know, that's part of the comic book coming up, the storyline with the Kingdom versus the Saviors. Rick's group in the Kingdom versus the Saviors on there too. So, but I don't know. Abraham's the man. I want him to live on there as well. This is a great picture of him with the stunt double when he gets the rocket launcher there. It looks pretty good on there, reaching over for it. I guess they didn't have Michael Cutlass reach. But like I said, it would suck to have Abraham only make it to the lineup where, in the comics he dies pretty suddenly. They're just walking out and boom, arrow to the head by Dwight. And, they change things for the comics and this, but I still think it's going to be Glenn. I'm just hoping that he's at the hilltop, and the hilltop is in Raleigh Studios. That's basically where they film for at the studio, and you can't get there, There's not going to be no spoilers from there because you can't get on site, and you might see him or you might not. So, but the rumors and what's going on is that it's Glenn the victim, and then it's also Abraham interfering. So people seem to think that he dies. I'm just hoping it's not true. What do you think? Post your comments below, guys. I definitely think that they're going to mix it up a little bit. They're going to stick to the comics with Glenn, but they also throw a little twist in there, and then why not Abraham? So I'm starting to believe that a little bit. And if Abraham dies, we will mother dicking riot in a vast sea of shit. That's a great meme on there. I love it. But also, guys, check out the Walking Dead community, the Facebook page and group that we have. Just pouring the Bisquick baby cakes. There's a funny little meme as well. But join the Walking Dead community on our Facebook page. We have the link down below in the description. Like, share, subscribe, post your comments below, guys. And as always, thanks for the support, and we'll talk to you later.